honey.
Be seated, please. Madam Foreperson, I have been advised that the jury has reached a verdict in this case.
We have.
Yeah.
Has the jury reached a verdict as to each of the 16 counts?
Okay, we do have a verdict. I'm going live with the
Was
verdict,
each
everybody.
of those 16 counts a unanimous verdict?
Yes.
And
So,
did you
I'll
memorialize
just
each
be
of those
quiet while we
verdicts
listen to
by
the verdict,
filling
and then
out
we
the
can
verdict
chit-chat.
form that was provided?
Yes.
And did you sign each of the individual verdicts as the foreperson for the jury?
I do.
All right, in that case, Madam Foreperson, if you would please stand. Mr. Reinking, if you would please stand. And if you would just read the verdict of the jury.
In the criminal court of Davidson County, Tennessee, Division 6, State of Tennessee versus Travis J. Rankin, case number 2019-A-55. Jury verdict form. Count 1. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. Count 3. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. Count 4.
None of this is a
We, the
surprise.
jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. We, the jury, count 5. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of attempt to commit premeditated first-degree murder with serious bodily injury. Guilty. Count 6. We, the jury, unanimously find
We're waiting for
Travis
the
J.
biggest
Rankin
question of
for
all,
the
right?
offense of unlawful employment of a firearm during the commission of or attempt to commit a dangerous felony. Guilty. Count 7. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of attempt to commit premeditated first-degree murder with serious bodily injury. Guilty. Count 8. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of unlawful employment of a firearm during the commission of or attempt to commit a dangerous felony. Guilty. Count 9. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of attempt to commit premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. Count 10. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of unlawful employment of a firearm during the commission of or attempt to commit a dangerous felony. Guilty. Count 11. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of attempt to commit premeditated first-degree murder. Guilty. Count 12. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of unlawful employment of a firearm during the commission of or attempt to commit a dangerous felony. Guilty. Count 13. We, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of first-degree felony murder. Guilty. Count 14. we, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of first degree felony murder guilty. Count 15, we, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of first degree felony murder guilty. Count 16, we, the jury, unanimously find Travis J. Rankin for the offense of first degree felony murder guilty.
You may be seated.
Now we get to hear the most important part.
Is there anything else from the state? No, I understand that. Anything from the defense at this point? All right, members of the jury, having found Mr. Ryan King guilty of 8 counts of first degree murder, of course, 2 counts 1 and 13 will merge, 2 and 14 will merge, 3 and 15 will merge, and 4 and 16 will merge into 1 conviction, or for 1 punishment, let me put it that way. And since you have found him guilty of first degree murder, we will be required to have a sentencing hearing. We're going to send you back to the hotel tonight. We're going to start the sentencing hearing at 9 o'clock. Okay, give them a few extra minutes to relax tonight. And the rules, overall rules, are a little bit relaxed tonight. You can breathe a little bit deeper and hopefully sit back and relax. And we'll get started at 9 o'clock. Please quit talking about the case at this point in time. We do have another phase. You're going to have a chance to, I'm sure you talked about it significantly already. I don't even know if you want to talk about it anymore tonight, but don't talk about it anymore tonight. Try and put it out of your head and get refreshed and come back here tomorrow open-minded and ready to listen to the next phase of the trial as it relates to whether or not Mr. Ryan King should be sentenced to life with or without parole. And there'll be different, it's the same type of procedure, but the evidence and what the both sides are presenting will be somewhat different than what's been going on so far. So just go back and enjoy your evening, relax, and we'll start back up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
All right, I'm confused. What happened to the insanity defense? Oh, I guess I'm assuming that if they had found, they could have found him not guilty by reason of insanity. So instead, they found him guilty on all charges. So I guess they did not buy the insanity
we need to
defense.
talk about, but anything else up to this point in time as to what the jury has done. All right, have a seat, and we'll kind of plan out how we're going to proceed tomorrow.
There's a lot of people in this courtroom, a lot of family members,
I guess one of the issues is,
a lot of victims.
do we charge the law as it existed in 2018, or do we charge the law as it now exists for sentencing purposes?
Mr. Bruno, I saw that.
Interesting.
The state's position that
So they are not seeking the death penalty in this case. It's either with parole or without, with the possibility of parole or without the possibility of parole. So they did not buy the insanity defense. I'm very, very surprised. I didn't think the prosecution made a very good case
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the
against that
Well,
insanity
you don't
defense.
want to weigh the
I thought
facts.
he was clearly.
correct. Actually, under the law now,
I'll stop
the
sharing
jury
my screen
could
because
impose
we
a
don't need to hear
sentence of
this
life
about
without parole
the
without
sentencing.
finding him.
They're trying to decide what law they should use. It's my guess they'll probably use the laws that existed when he committed the crime. And I have no lights on in here. I was getting ready to feed the animals, and when I heard that they had a verdict. But yeah, I'm a little surprised. It doesn't speak well for the status of us offering assistance to people with mental health issues in this country. I know what he did was so egregious. Either way, I mean, he's going to be locked up for life, and he'll be medicated so that he doesn't harm anybody else. But he was never going to leave custody of any kind. It was just a matter of, is he going to spend it in jail or prison, or was he going to spend his time in a mental institution? So he's going to prison. I hope he enjoys it. Yeah. Any questions from the chat? Anybody have any thoughts one way or the other? I'm a little surprised, really. I think that it was very confusing for the jury to decide whether someone is insane or not when both experts were not allowed to use the word insanity. They could not say that their findings were that he was insane at the time of the offense. Which they were. Both experts thought he was insane at the time of the offense, but they weren't allowed to say that. They had to use the language that the conduct was wrongful, that he didn't know that his conduct was wrongful, which I think confused the jury. So, am I still live? Is everybody in shock? When he's talking. All right, guys, that is the verdict. If there's no questions, okay, Camilla's still there. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Lois. And Lisa. I see Lisa up there, my sister, who's now in the kitchen feeding dogs, I would assume. Yes. All right, I'm going to be live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 Central, whatever that is in Alaska. Lisa, I don't know what it is, but I hope to see you all then. And if you guys want to discuss it, then we can. But yeah, how was my meeting at work? Oh, it got moved to Monday. It turns out I was only one of, there was myself and another person that actually showed up for work today because of the roads were treacherous. You saw the roads. So most everybody stayed home, and including the person I was supposed to have the meeting with. So she rescheduled it for Monday, which is fine because it gave me a little bit more time to put some thought into, my presentation for the meeting, things that I need to talk to her about. So it was fine. Oh, it'll be 6 o'clock there. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, you guys are welcome. So yeah, that's the verdict. They did not have to find not guilty by a unanimous. It just had to be more likely than not. In other words, not all 12 jurors would have had to say he was insane. It just had to be a majority. And clearly a majority thought he was not insane. So I'd be interested to know what that number was, if it was split or whatever. But yeah, so they all just guilty on everything. All counts, all 16 counts. And then the last few counts of felony murder, what the judge was saying is those will merge into the first few counts of premeditated murder, first-degree murder, because first-degree premeditated murder has a higher sentence than the felony murder. So they just merge together anyway. All right, guys. One is a lesser included offense of the other. Hope that made sense. I'll see you guys tonight. I'm going to have some dinner, and I'll see you at 10. Bye, everybody.